Hey everybody, it's Kim, and I am back with another episode of the Crafty Nomad podcast. Thanks for joining me. Alright guys, you know I am Kim the Crafty Nomad, and we all know why they call me that. I am all over the place when it comes to my crafting. I do all kinds of things, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of shenanigans, and I just want to welcome in everybody who, all of you who have been here for the long haul, who have been here supporting this channel, supporting me, supporting my crafty efforts and endeavors. I thank you so much. If you are new to my channel, I appreciate you too. Thank you. I hope you see something that you like, and I hope that you will subscribe. I'm sorry guys, something is in my, sorry, I want to start again. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. You guys are awesome. So before we get into this video, I want to tell you where you can find me on the internet. I can be found on Instagram at Kim the Crafty Nomad. At Kim the Crafty Nomad. I also have an Etsy shop called Ebony Pearl, and I will link all of this stuff down below. We have a Facebook group for this podcast, and it will be in the description box below as well. And you can email me at thecraftynomad@outlook.com. thecraftynomad@outlook.com. So that's important. You should jot that down, because if you hang out here for our lives, in which I do a live video every Friday at lunch. It's my live at lunch once a week, and we have lots of fun over there. So hopefully you want to come and join us, and you want to have my email just in case you need to send me an email based on the things that happen during our lives. So anyway, welcome in everybody. It is Saturday, and it is February 20th. Chris from Crochet Creations by Christi, and I did a live today. We have a show we do every 4 weeks, so basically once a month, and it is called Hook and Stitch Live with Kim and Chris. I will link her channel down below. I will also link her Facebook page, because we do a lot of stuff. We do a lot of Makealongs, and everything is hosted on my channel, but all of the giveaways are hosted on her Facebook page. So you need to join. Be nice for you to join both of our Facebook pages, but if you are interested in being a part of our Makealongs and that kind of thing, that's over on Christi's page. So I'll have that link down below. And we had a fabulous time this morning. It's 9 a.m. Pacific is when we start, and East Coast time that would be 12 noon, 11 for the middle of the country. So hopefully you guys, if you didn't join us today, you will join us. The show gets better and better every time we do it, and it's a fantastic show where we love for people to come onto the show with us and show us the things that you are working on. And so it's your opportunity. If you don't want to start a podcast, but you wouldn't mind popping in on one, you can come and join us on Saturday, every 4 weeks on a Saturday. And the next one will be on March the 20th, and that one is going to be Hat Not Hate focused. And some of the things I'm going to show you today is me being prepared for that, and all of my blue hat making. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to share with you guys, I brought over I think I just brought over 2 whips. So, and I'm not going to be editing this video at all, so we're going to have to get it all in. And yeah, I'm not going to edit because I'm recording it on a webcam, and I don't want to complicate things. So I usually record on my phone, but I'm doing it this way today. Alright, let's get started. The works in progress that I want to share with you guys. You guys know I've been on this mission to be that auntie, that big sister, that, friend of the family who gives a handmade baby gift for the new lives that are coming into my close friends and families. So the new additions get a gift from Auntie Kim, big cousin Kim, good friend Kim, church member Kim. So I'm trying to do that. So let me show you what I've been working on. I have it behind me. You can see it popping out right there. And I am making a simple, and I just love the way it is already. I'm gonna work on this tonight. This is a simple granny square blanket. You know, it's just going to be one big granny square, and I am using ice cream yarns. And I'm really loving how this is working up. I wish you could see it better. I don't know if the camera, for me, it's not, doing it justice. But, you know, it's these Lion Brand ice cream yarns, number 3, 100% acrylic. And I just love it. I love how this is working up. So I can't wait to continue working on that and getting it done. So that's one thing I have. Let me make sure I put back there. Okay. Second thing I have right now is I got asked to make a Bernie Sanders doll, and I am making the pattern that is by the designer, I forgot her first, I think it's Allison Hoffman, but she goes by Crafty is Cool on Instagram, and she does, she wrote a book, I believe it's her book called Amigurumi Me, and it's a book, and I do have it. I should have brought it out to show you guys. She is the person that teaches you how to just make people crochet wise, head shapes, hair, different things, and that's what that book is about. So she got a really cool Bernie pattern, and the one that everybody was making initially from the TikTok, that one's going to be really small, and it is fabulous. In fact, on our show today, several people showed us finished Bernies and Bernies in progress, and I shared mine too. So this is mine. This is from Crafty is Cool, and I've got the head and the body and the bottom of the pants started, and so I'm using Hirschner's Worsted 8 in the colorway Blush. I wish you could see it better, but it is the perfect colorway if you are needing a Caucasian skin tone. Then I'm using, for his shirt, they called for a taupe colorway in the pattern, and this girl has her own line of yarns because she's all about the amigurumi, so she's got all kind of skin tones and that kind of thing. But I had this Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway Mushroom, and so that's what I'm using here. And then for his pants and his legs and stuff, I'm using Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway Charcoal Gray. So that is how far I've gotten with my Bernie. No, I did not forget his eyes. I am one who will actually do the face at the end. I will glue in the safety eyes at the end, and I do have a review coming up for a glue gun, and I started making that review video, so you'll be seeing that, and I talk about why I do the glue in rather than doing the backs on there. I still do the back sometimes, but a lot of times I just glue them in. So that's that for that. And that is really the only 2 whips that I'm going to show you, because I got a boatload of finishes to share with you. So we're going to go ahead and move on to that. So let me get some of them. Alright, so the first one is a jellyfish. And this is to go along with the baby set that I completed. I made a fox, I made a baby blanket, and a hat, and now I have made a jellyfish to go along with the set. And the jellyfish has all the colors of the set. I used a mint green, a gray tweed, and a white. And I did glue in these safety eyes. So this is how this guy looks, and that is one of my finishes. And I'm really happy with how this came out. I really was just trying to use up the yarn, so I was just crocheting. At first I was going to make an octo, but I decided that it would be a jellyfish, and so I looked at the pattern by One Dog Wolf for her jellyfish, and it's a free pattern. I'll link it down below. And I was already to about here when I decided that I would do the One Dog Wolf, so I did all the rest of this, and the bottom and the rest of it is from her pattern. So, and I just embroidered on her face. So I like how that came out. So I'm going to try to put it where it won't get jacked up. Trying not to jack my stuff up. Okay. Now, if you've been watching or following me on Instagram, you know that I have been on a Centro kick. My Centro knitting machines have been, on fire every Sunday. So let me show you what I have made. We will start with some of the smaller items that I finished. So these are mostly like leftovers from yarn other projects. So like for instance this, I forgot to bring, did I bring it? Let's see if I brought it over here. Hope I did, because I really wanted to put this to show it to you. I did bring it. Okay. So let me put it on the prop. I bought a prop for it today so you can see it better. So I had some leftover yarns, and I got that 22 pin Centro, and I wanted to check out and see how it worked, and so I found a tutorial for some coffee cup cozies, and I made that one. And my yarn, this is not on very good. I have to figure out and get that on better. But this is some leftover yarn from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. And if you could see, like, right there, that's one of my pumpkins. And I made it from this. I think it's called cranberry something. Cranberry print. So that's how that coffee cup cozy turned out. I'll link the tutorial down below. And then I made another one. All of these finishes, other than the jellyfish, all of them are from the knitting machine. That's why it's so many of them. Now this one is way too long, but it still works. Keeps your coffee warm. This is a Loops and Threads Impeccable Tweed that I use for this one. So that's those two, and that, I was just cranking. The 22 pin Centro doesn't have a counter, so I was just trying to eyeball it, and I went too far, so they're really long. And then I made this one. Now this one I followed the tutorial for, and it's too big, so I cranked too long on this one too. But it's also supposed to be a coffee cup cozy, but it's super loose. It will fall off. So it's too loose for this, but I got it upside down. That's the idea of it, and I'll try to link the tutorial for this down below as well. But that's that one. I'm trying to endeavor to use up all of the yarn if I make a project, so I figured, these quick little coffee cup cozies. Now these are exactly the right size, and I thought they were too short, but this is the exact right size for this kind of reusable cup. I got this cup from Michael's for $1.49. I really did wish they had not just made all of them white, but I guess this is, maybe you could put vinyl, use vinyl to decorate it. So I made one of these, and this is Craft Smart navy blue tweed yarn. That is from Michael's, and it worked beautifully. And then I made one more of those, and that was leftovers from a ball of yarn I wanted to use up. So those are all my finishes there. And now let me move on to all the blue hats I have been making in preparation for the Hat Not Hate campaign donation. So you guys know that Lion Brand Yarns is, they sponsor this every year, and it's an anti-bullying campaign, and they are trying to collect as many hats as they can to distribute as many to as many children as they can, just to show these kids that we are aware of what's going on and that they do have allies and they don't have to be alone. And when I think about the hats, I think it's such a great idea, and I really hope that that message is coming across that to the adults in the lives of the kids that are being bullied, that it's not tolerated, that we don't tolerate people bullying other people, so we can eradicate it, because there's no way when there are caring adults in the vicinity should somebody be getting bullied. And I know adults bully each other too, but hopefully with this message that's been going out for several years, hopefully we are helping. So it just bothers me to no end that someone would be like that, and then that no one would do anything about it, to the point where kids are feeling like there's nothing they can do to escape it except escape. And that's all I'm going to say. It's such a sad thing. And so I am making as many blue hats as possible, and the most efficient way for me to get some done is on my knitting machine. So let me show you what I've been up to, guys. I have an entire pile of blue hats that I made on the knitting machine. Alright, so here they all are. I have 8 right here so far. So these, let me just tell you what's what. So these first 4 that I'm going to show you, here it is, that I'm going to show you are from Loops and Threads wool-like yarn, which is a #1. It's a fine yarn, and I held it double in my Centro, and the Centro loved it. So this one here is the bigger hat, and it will fit an adult head. It's got a lot of stretch, and this is, I held it double, and this is on the 48 needle or 48 pin Centro. So that's the 48 needle one. This one, you can see the difference between the two, is made on the 40 needle, and it's the same. It will definitely fit a kid head. It will stretch out. It's so soft. This is also made on with the same two yarns held together. That's number 3 out of that yarn. And this is the last one that doesn't roll. So this one's going to fit really beanie like, because this was the last that I had. And then this one, you could see the 2 separate colors of yarn. These 2 colors were held together in the others. So you can kind of see the 2 colors in there. So here you go. So that's the 4, and I'm telling you, these are so soft. So happy with those and how they came out. Then I got some, I think this is Loops and Threads Impeccable. I got a ball of blue just to see how that would go. Now this I made on the 40, and the Loops and Threads is not nearly as stretchable. This is 100% acrylic, so I am not sure if it's going to stretch wide enough for a kid. It may be like a toddler style hat. When I did the measurements, it's more for a toddler style size, so they'll be donated some kind of way to somewhere, but I got 2 hats out of 1 ball of yarn. The other 4 that I just showed, those are out of 1 1.75 balls of yarn, I got 4 hats. So yeah, you would have a little bit left over. If you get 2 balls, you'll have a little bit left over, and you can get 4 hats out of them. Alright, so this one is Red Heart Super Saver Roll With It. And this was made on the 48 needle Centro. And I love how big and beautiful this one turned out. It's not perfect, but it's good. And I put this pom-pom I got from a swap. I show y'all this. I know I showed it on the live. And what I did was I put the button on the inside and then looped the elastic around that, so you can just take that elastic off when you wash the hat. This Red Heart Super Saver Roll With It works beautifully in your Centro, and it produces such a big, beautiful hat, an adult size hat or a older kid size hat. So that's one, and I feel like it has enough blue in it to qualify for Hat Not Hate, so I'm gonna go ahead and donate that one too. And then this is the Craft Smart Tweed yarn on the 48 pin. Ooh, I love that. On the 48 pin Centro. Lots of stretch. The tension was great. And I got a nice adult or big kid size. And this is the Craft Smart yarn in a navy tweed. And I love it. So these were made from the leftovers of this. So from one skein I get these 3 things. So yeah, I think that's all of my finishes. Lots of, oh no. Okay. So more work on the Centro. I found a lady who does what is it? Fingerless mitts on the 22 pin Centro, but part of it is crocheted. So let me show you. It's a little bit cumbersome to do this process, but it's doable. I'm gonna show you, and mines are off because I didn't count well. Okay, so one is longer than the other, but here they are. You can see one is longer, right? You can see that. This one is, all right, this one is shorter. But look how beautiful they came out. So like from here on down to here is on the machine, and then the top 3 or 4 rows and the bottom 2 rows are crocheted. And they came out super cute. So my tension, like if you look right in here, there's a little looseness right here that I need to somehow try to avoid. But other than that, and then there's like it's just a couple tension issues that I have to figure out. But overall, they came out nicely. It's cumbersome a little bit to do the process, but I'll put the tutorial in the description box below in case you want to try it. So that's that. Now this one is the one I initially tried to make, and I was coming up with this one based on this pattern, this tutorial. I thought I could do this and then crochet along one side of it to make a fingerless mitt. And so I did do it. So the bottom here is double thick, just like these are double thick. And then at some point, well, you can see it, I crocheted around this. I'm going to try this again because I think it's okay. I just think it can be better. And I made the thumb hole a little bit too small. And I did that my favorite way to do ribbing at the top. Very similar to my own fingerless mitt pattern, which I will link below in case anybody is interested. But I like the way this came out. It's a heavier, more dense, like if you're in a colder weather, and these ones are one layer, so these are really nice for a milder climate. So I didn't make the second one because I wasn't happy with the way this came out, But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I could just tweak it and work on it and try it again. And maybe do it with a DK yarn. So I'll keep experimenting with that. So that's that. I did make the second one. So I think that's it for my finishes. So let's move on to a little bit of shenanigans. I showed you last time I had gotten into making some buttons. So I wanted to let you see some of the latest ones that I made. I think the last time I recorded, I may have already shown you these. But I've been making buttons. And so here's one set. This is actually, I'm just showing this one to you. I think I gave this one away today. Or I gave it away yesterday. But here you go. That's one set I made. And then this is my latest little knit and crochet themed set that I put together. And I love how this one came out. I'm going to definitely have these in the shop this weekend. I hope. I'm gonna do it. Then you guys, Hook and Stitch Live with Kim and Chris, we now have buttons that I made, and there are the Hook and Stitch Live with Kim and Chris buttons. And let's see, this idea came from Linda Jean House, who asked that I do this. Now, guys, people in the floss tube world, the people who do cross stitch, they do things, they rotate. They do rotations for their projects so they can get a little bit of something on each thing every week. And they organize themselves that way. Now, I have tried to do my crochet that way, but I'm so much of somebody who just has to be in the mood to do something. I have to feel like doing it, which is probably not good for business, but I have to feel like doing it. And but Linda Jean does her crochet projects just like the floss tube people do their projects, where she works on a different whip every day. So she asked me to create a set of pins that she could put on each bag, so she'll know this is my whip for Sunday, this is my whip for Tuesday. And so check these out. What a great idea. You see that? Sunday whip, Monday whip, Tuesday whip, Wednesday whip. And so this is 2 sets of those. Don't you love it? And that's so cool to even have 2 sets, because you can have 2 whips that you work on each day, and you will get a finished project that way. So I just love the idea. So I plan to make at least 1 set of these and throw them up in the shop, so that if anybody's interested. So be on the lookout for that. And I believe I showed you guys these ones before, the spiritual theme ones. We have really shared these out quite a bit on our lives, on my lives on Fridays. Alright, so that's all my shenanigans right there. All of my making that I want to share with you today. Now we are 27 minutes in, so I am going to move on to acquisitions. Okay, so we know I'm not on a yarn diet. I should be. I really should be, but I'm not. Before I go there, I want to invite you to join us. I do have another Facebook group called, that one is was created by Lori Gray and me. It's called Hooked on Health, and it's a group of crocheters that are really trying to focus on our health. And we're not doing anything intense. We're trying to eat better. We're trying to move our bodies. You guys know I went through a whole thing with getting diagnosed with diabetes, letting my blood sugar get way out of control. I'm happy to report it is under control. And my mom is currently in the hospital, and it's really, she's doing okay. She's doing okay. We've had a rough few days of trying to figure out what's going on, and we still don't know 100%, but we know enough that we can calm down a little bit. But it really brought home to me, this is why I need to be doing what I'm doing. And so I have been, for the last 3 weeks, moving my body, trying to eat better, or focus on eating better and staying away from the sugar and all of that stuff, and it's been going well. But part of the reason why it's going well is because we have the group, and the group supports one another, and it's so fun, and to like put up our posts and talk about our movement and talk about our food. And so we just finished a movement challenge, and I created a badge for everybody who completed the movement challenge. And these are not intense challenges. It's just something to get you up and moving. For some of us, like, we're just trying to get stronger. We are not trying to, become an athlete or whatever. At least I'm not. I'm just trying to get better. And so please come over and join us. We're going to have some challenges for March as well. I got another challenge going up tomorrow about healthy eating. So, and there will be a badge that you can earn for that. So, come on over. It will be linked down below. Alright, so now that I plugged that, I'm going to move on and show you some of the things I bought. A lot of which I bought today because Christi showed some stuff on the show this morning, and I just had to run off and try and find it, and I did. And Emal said she found something that I had been looking for, and I was like, let me see if they have it, and they did. So let me show you what I got. So this came in, and if you watch my live, you've already seen these. So I'm going to go ahead and show these real quick, though, because a lot of people don't watch both. So, as I said, the the Loops and Threads wool-like yarn works beautifully in the knitting machine. So I wanted to get some more of that. Now that I found something that really, really works well. This is wool-like from Loops and Threads. This is the colorway Rose, but it doesn't look like the camera is going to show you it very well. But it's so pretty. It's like a mauve color, and it is the #1, super fun. You get 678 yards in this ball of yarn. So like I said, you have 2 of these, you can make 4 hats from this on the knitting machine. And these are what did I say? They're 85% acrylic and 15% nylon, which is why I think it has a beautiful stretch, and it feels so soft. So I got it in the colorway Rose. I got it in the colorway Navy, and the navy is for the Hat Not Hate. I did give away one of those today in our show. I gave away that one. And then this is the colorway Denim Blue, I think. And I am so excited to make more hats. So with that, and this all came from Joanne. No, that came from Michael's. But then I also got some stuff in from Joann's, and I'll just pull out one. I got 4 whites and 3 of the blue. But this was called, and I shared this on my live yesterday, but this is called Big Twist Renewal. It's 100% recycled acrylic, and you get 290 yards, and it is a DK weight, a #3. And that is the blue. This is called Dark Blue. So I got 3 of those, and then I got the white. I really got the white because I wanted a contrasting color in DK. I wanted white to border my baby blanket that I showed you, that one that's sitting back there. I want to border it with white. In addition, I'm making a polar bear, and I'm using the white for that. And on my live, I got a gift from Stephanie, from Stephanie's Yarn Escape, and I forgot to show the journal that was a part of that gift. So, sorry about that, Stephanie. I did get the journal as well. Okay, so that's what I got from Joann's and Michael's via mail. Then, of course, I went out today in search of some specific yarns, or just to relieve the stress of everything we've gone through with these last few days of my mother this last week of my mother not feeling very well. And so I'm thinking I should have brought my phone over here, because we've been getting phone calls left and right trying to figure out, what's going on with her, trying to talk to doctors, and I left my phone over there. But anyway, if it rings, I'll run and get it. Alright. So I was like, okay, my friend was like, girl, do some self-care today. And you know what self-care is for me and probably all of us is to go out and get some yarn. So I went to Hobby Lobby first. And I found this. I've never seen it before. You tell me if it's new. It's from Yarn Bee. It's called Yarn ID. And it is 80% acrylic and 20% polyamide. Which is, nylon, I believe. It is a number 4. And this is the colorway Blue Stone. I just got one because I wasn't sure, and I feel like I never saw this before. Have you guys? And you get 252 yards. This is $5.49, but today was the 30% off, which is why I went to Hobby Lobby. It was 30% off. So then I got that. Chris has been working with this Yarn Bee Glowing, and I got some. I think I probably have some somewhere, but this is the colorway Mariposa Prairie. I don't know if this is the same color. It might even be the same color that Chris is using, but it is the Yarn Bee Glowing in the colorway Mariposa Prairie, and this one is 198 yards. It's 60% acrylic, 40% polyester. So I got 2 of these from Hobby Lobby. It's pretty, like corals and oranges and like a cream, and it's all the shades of that, light to dark, and I like it. Very pretty. And then because I have fallen in love with ice cream yarn, I didn't know. I went ahead, after using the pink, I got this colorway, a mint, and I got 2 of those. So that's what I got from Hobby Lobby. And then I ran over to Michael. I really was going to Michael's 100%. The reason why I went out is because Chris showed some yarn that we had seen from one of the Canadian podcasters last year, and when we tried to find it online, you could not find it in the USA. Well, it showed up, and Chris bought some and showed it off, and I was like, I gotta have some. So I got 3 of them. They have several colors, but I decided I didn't need every color. The yarn today at Michael's was buy one get one 50% off. So I got the Loops and Threads Flex yarn, and you can see it. The color is not, you cannot see it. This colorway is called Orchid, and it's a pretty mauve, and it's got flecks of pinks and yellows and light blues in it. And Chris already started making a sweater out of one of hers, not this particular color, but it's coming out so nice and so tweedy looking, and I love a good tweed. And if you look at this, it says for a limited time only, so run get you some. I got this colorway. I got yarn all over the place. I've got the colorway, what's this colorway, guys? Aqua. So pretty. Oh, this one is 79% acrylic, 21% polyester, and you get 590 yards in here. Now, Chris, I'm gonna look it up there. Chris did a swatch, and like a 4-inch swatch, and this says hand wash, cold, do not bleach, dry flat, no iron. Chris actually washed and dried this, and it held up beautifully. If you watch the replay of our live, you'll see. I'm sure she'll show it again on one of her shows, or she may have shown it. on her addictions video, but she showed that you can wash and dry and you won't run into any problems. But that is so gorgeous. And it is a number 4. It's considered to be a number 4, although it's thin. I think they just did that because of the flex. Well, no, it's a 4. It's just like a lighter 4. So I got that one. And then I just had to try this neutral, of course. And it's gorgeous. It's a silvery gray. And it's got flecks of dark gray and cream and yellow. And oh my goodness, I don't even know, but they had another one that was another neutral color, but I didn't get it. I love this one. Okay. Then, see, I get enabled on my own show. So, of course, I had to go down the aisle and grab some more of these wool likes while I was in the store. And when I was on the show today, I was like, I never see the rose in the store. I don't see it in the one up by me, but I went to a different one and they had every color of the rainbow of this wool like in that store. And so I got 2 blacks because, you know, male hats, you know, nice and black and easy, and then 2 cool grays in that. Like I said, everything was buy one get one 50% off. And then, guys, you know that I made that Christmas gnome, and that was also a pattern from Chiway over at One Dog Wolf. And I absolutely fell in love with the wool. I'm sorry, the Craft Smart yarn from Craft Smart's Jacquard, which is one of Michael's house brands, the store brand. And they have a colorway called Ivy and Cranberries. And I'm telling you, I couldn't find that thing anywhere. It wasn't online. It wasn't in the store. Not the store I normally go to. So when I went to this new store, I headed straight for the Craft Smart area, and they had it. And so I bought some. Look at that. I got a few of them. I got plans. But yes, this colorway, guys, I cannot even explain. If you go back and look at whatever video, I'll link it somewhere. Maybe I'll put a card in somewhere so you can see the video where I made the gnome, and you will see the way this, how beautifully this crochets up, and how the striping, and there's parts of it that has flecks and it looks hand dyed. It's so great. And this, you know, again, like we all keep saying, they have changed the way they make this. I think it's now made in Turkey, and the loops and the Craft Smart yarn is, this one is so soft. All of them are soft now compared to what they used to feel like. So super cool. Love it, love it, love it. I love how these knit up all the jacquards. But this for Christmas, this is hands down my favorite Christmas holiday colorway right here. Alright, I think that's it, and that is all. I was remembering that there might have been one more thing I wanted to talk about, but currently I cannot think of it. So I think that's it. Check us out. Check out our replay if you did not join us today. It was the best. The show gets better and better every time we do it. More and more people coming on, more and more people showing up, and we are so grateful for that. So I think that's going to be everything that I have to share today. I've been on here for 40-some minutes, so I'm going to get off and get this uploaded. Guys, thanks for spending some of your time with me, and I will see you in the next video. And until then, keep it crafty. Bye, guys.